This is my math homework number 19, Tuesday. For the first one, it says find the product. So we're going to multiply. We're going to imagine this is 76 times 38. So let's go and get started on that. 8 times 6 is 48. You carry the 4. 8 times 7 is 56. Add 4. You get 60. You want to cross out the 8. You want to put a 0. It's going to erase the number up top so it doesn't distract us. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21. Add 1 is 22. These are called partial products. Let's add them up. 8 plus 0 makes 8. 0 plus 8 makes 8. 6 plus 2 makes 8. And the 2 is by himself. At the very end, we have 1, 2, 3 numbers behind the decimal. So we'll put the decimal right there. Our final answer is 2 and 888 thousandths. That would be the correct way to read it in word form. For the next one, it says find the quotients. We must make the 1.5 into a whole number, so the decimal needs to move to the right ones. We'll do the same on the inside. Now it looks like this. 97.5 is being divided by 15. 15 cannot go into 9. 15 can go into 97. Let's go ahead and try 6 up top. That will make it into 90. When we subtract it, we'll get 7. We'll bring down the 5 to make it 75. You go into it 5 times perfectly. So then we have one number behind the decimal. So we'll do the same thing. Our answer is 6 and 5 tenths. Or you can say 6.5, 6.5. Moving along, it says find the sum. We'll add these up by lining up the decimal. Here is 647.2. And the next one is 12.88. Notice how Mr. Lu lines up the decimal. This is 8 by himself. We'll do 8. This is 2 plus 8, which goes 10. The decimal goes straight down. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 2 makes 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 4 makes 5. 5 plus 1 makes 6. And then you have the 6. So our answer is 660 and 8 hundredths. For the next one, it says find the difference. So we have to write the 7,392.005 down. The next one is 438.9. Line up your decimals, and let's go and subtract. We add zeros here. 5 minus 0 is 5. 0 and 0 makes 0. 0 and 9, you cannot do that, so this becomes a 1. 10 minus 9 is 1. Decimal goes straight down. This becomes an 8. That's 11 minus 8, which is 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. You cannot do 3 minus 4, so this becomes a 6. 13 minus 4 is 9, and then you have a 6. So it is 6,953 and 105 thousandths. Let's go into the inequalities. This is 6. This is 63. So obviously 63 wholes is bigger than 6 wholes. This needs to have a common denominator. They both have 10 in common. He can say the same. This is times 5 times 5. And we notice that they are actually equal to each other because 5 tenths and 1/2 are equal. They're both halves. Amy ate 2.5 cookies after lunch and 1 2/5 cookies after dinner. How many cookies did she eat all together? So the word all together tells us to add. So we have 2 1/2 plus 1 2/5. Our first thing that we need to do is get a common denominator. We'll use 10 and 10. This one would be times 5. Times 5, that would be 5 tenths. This is times 2. Times 2, that would be 4 tenths. When you add them up, you get 9 tenths. And then 2 plus 1 makes 3. So we know that she ate 3 and 9 tenths of a cookie. So she almost ate 4 cookies. If she ate 1/10 more, then she would be at 4 cookies. For the first one, it says find the difference. So we have to have a number in common. They both have 15. This one is times 3. Times 3, that will give us 12. This guy just stays the same. And when we subtract, we have 10 15ths. But we're not going to leave it like that because both 10 and 15 are both divisible by the number 5. So it's actually a final answer of 2/3. For the bottom one, we're going to do the same thing. They need to have a common denominator. They both have, let's go and do 56 in common. So this is going to be times 8, which is going to be 32. This is times 7, that would be 14. And when you subtract it, we'll get 18 over 56. And because 18 and 56 have even numbers, we can divide both by 2. That'll give us 9. 2 can go in 5 twice. 928.